Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's running of the Shark Photography 100 right here at Myrtle Beach. Alongside me tonight, oh, you know what? uh, Carter is alongside me tonight here in the booth. Will is running late, as well as Kynan is going to be on the track. So, big race here tonight, week number 10. Believe after this, we've only got 2 more weeks left of VRA, and I think we're going to have a great show tonight. And so far, Kynan Jones qualifying in up to fourth right now.
Yeah, I'm very excited. This is my first time on this league specifically after a month. Last time, I think it was, or I couldn't tell you the last time, but I'm excited to get back in the booth for this league. This league is so fun to watch and commentate.
Yeah, and it's a lot of good guys here week in and week out. And you know what? You know what? We're not seeing the man of the hour here tonight. There is no Caden Tufts in the field tonight, so it's anybody's game tonight.
Yeah, I think I saw he had some earlier to do in general chat, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting because the championship leader is not here. So if I look at my thing real quick, the person behind them is Nathaniel Cherry, and they are 46 points behind. So maybe
Man,
it's a good day to make some gains at the top of the table for Nathaniel Cherry.
oh, definitely. If I'm Nathaniel Cherry, I'm on top of the world because right now he qualified P2 with an 18.20. Then we got Chris Gutierrez and Rex Hoyler up there in that 51 so far on the top of the charts. Cody McLean in that number 5 on the track right now. Let's see if we can't see his qualifying lap in that number 5 car.
Yeah, a lap around this place is very fun. I didn't race here, but I know some people who did, and they said that this is one of their favorite tracks to go to.
They, if I'm not mistaken, they got rid. Did they get rid of
Yes, they
this
did.
track?
I
They did.
actually
Okay.
went there. Yeah, they did. They knocked it down. The only thing left is a partial part of the wall of the on the backstretch. I actually went to the speedway a few weeks ago, and it was just completely overgrown and overridden. And then they finally knocked it down a few weeks ago.
Uh,
It's sad to see
that's
that this track had
unfortunate.
to go.
Yeah, that's the case for a lot of these tracks. I wish they were able to bring them all back to what we all have liked. I mean, look at North Wilkesboro now back on the Cup schedule next year. Tickets going for an arm and a leg and a first baby, but you can go.
I'll sell my entire car. Plus the, I'll sell my entire car, and I'll barely be able to afford a ticket.
I might have to sell my house to take the whole family. It's the last trip we're gonna take. But
Or I could just sell my. I could sell tires, because tires nowadays are going for a good 600 a pop.
for
So if I
real,
just sell my tires, I'll probably be able to make it.
it says
Yeah,
Caden is showing up late. Is he going to be able to register for the event? Oh no, Caden Tufts is in the server, ladies and gentlemen.
oh no! If you're Nathaniel Cherry, then you gotta be shaking right now.
You thought this was going to be a cakewalk? No. Oh man, now the whole night has just changed. Rex Hoyler on the pole, but the question is, will he have enough time to qualify? I don't. I think Caden Tufts might have to start in the very back.
How many people are in the session? If you could tell me.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14 drivers right now.
OEG already telling us we're gonna have a spin-off of two.
Oh man,
Have you
what?
have you driven this track in game, Timothy?
Uh, you know, I don't have a clue. I never. If I don't visit it regularly, I never remember if I've been to the track or not. I'm gonna say probably not. I but I could be completely wrong. I don't remember. I'd have to somehow go look at my statistics as Caden Tufts is not going to be able to qualify. He's going to be starting dead last, but somehow it still puts him in 10th place. He got lucky. It put Keaton, Tarble, and Conrail behind him. Let me change that real quick. I hear voices. Hold on. every time I race on Friday nights, I forget to turn off the chat.
Yeah, we all do it sometimes. We all make mistakes.
Some more than others. So it looks like Rex is going to be your pole setter in that number 51. He doesn't have to worry about Caden Tufts knocking him off of that, but we'll see how long it takes Caden Tufts to drive from the middle of the pack to the front.
All right, so about to probably get grid, but what's your race predictions for this race, Tim?
Honestly, I believe we're gonna see some really good racing from these guys as we always do. But oh man, now that Caden Tuff showed up, I was gonna pick somebody new to win tonight, but
Hey, you never know. Somebody could
ah,
still new could
yeah,
still win tonight.
anything could happen. Uh, I'm gonna look at Chris Gutierrez here tonight in that number 99. He's always been coming up real strong, real close to that win, and I believe he's starting third. That's gonna be a great starting spot for him, and if he can get up front, I believe he can keep Caden Tufts behind him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that Nathaniel Cherry as my pick for today because with him starting in P2 and Tufts starting in P10, if Cherry can just hold Tufts off, he might be able to pick up a win and pick up some good points.
Yeah, and all it takes is for something to happen to Caden Tufts in one and totally crash. I mean, it's not what he wants, but it is a possibility here at Myrtle Beach. Anybody could run into him and chaos could ensue.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're gonna have a good 100 laps of racing here for the Shock Photography 400. It's gonna be an exciting one.
It really is. Pace car is going to be looking for pit road here.
Yep, we got our front row is Brian, Hoyle, and Sherry. So I'm pretty sure this is the last pace lap right here. We're gonna go green this lap. Tim, you can do the restart.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, that Nathaniel Cherry, it's going to be a great pick. If he can just get around that 51 right away, he's going to be on the way. And let's see, quite a few other drivers in here. Dallas Myhand, uh, Jordan Tarble back there in that 12th position. Conrad in 13th in that 35. Pace car is off. Green flag is just seconds away here at Myrtle Beach. Side by side, they are just neck and neck. Green flag Cherry gets a great start in that outside lane. Diving down to the inside though at 51 is going to have the lane choice. Oh, he almost comes down in front of Gutierrez. Wasn't able to. Gutierrez closed it up, but now the 11's
Whoa,
around.
whoa, 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 whoa! That's 11 in the
Woo!
78 collected.
And Jordan Tarble. Oh, and he gets reversed into by this. Oh, and the 54 comes
Four.
in late.
Well, that was quick. Only the second lap we already got someone to spin, and that's how unpredictable these races can be. I swear.
Uh, I believe. Uh, he said a spin off of turn 2. That was turn 3. In the middle of turn 3 and 4. Already got one in the book. So let's go back and see if we can't see what happened here. The 11 was already getting pushed. Let's see if I can't back this up a little bit. The 11 was checking up. And I believe
Yeah,
the
so it looks.
4. Who's
So
the
the
4?
11 looks like it
EJ.
was diving down. The 4. Oh, that 4 definitely pushed him right there. Looks like he might have dived down and braked a little early. The 4 wasn't expecting that, and he just tapped him in the back. And then he was on the low line, which is the preferred line. And there's not a lot of room up there in that high line, so that just collected a bunch of people.
Oof. It also collected uh, our very own Kynan Jones in at 73. He's actually that Shark Photography car right there in the middle. Caden Tufts looks like he makes it by. Jordan Tarble involved. A 26 of Dallas Myhand involved. So quite a few drivers here involved in this one. And then late, 54 of Coles comes in. I don't think he expected that 11 to come down the track and just ended up hitting him right in the side.
Yeah, especially because I don't know. That's very unlucky for Coles. So I guess we're about to have our next restart if I'm not wrong.
Yes, we are. Restart coming up here very shortly, probably about a lap away. And looks like right now, Caden Tuff's up to 6 spots, so he gained 4 spots on that restart.
Yeah, so we already had our first caution lap 2. Let's see if they go just as aggressive this restart, or they're going to try and be more conservative. Maybe I don't know. It's 100 laps. It's 100 laps, so it's not that long. But you don't want to get wrecked and have to spend the rest of the day behind in the back of the pack.
Yeah, and I believe they do have one fast repair, so if you do get damaged, you can get it fixed fast, but you don't want to use that fast repair too fast. As the pace car is down pit road, they're going to get a second chance at it right here. Cherry to the outside, Hoyle to the inside. Green flag, Cherry gets a great restart. Can he get down in front of that leader, though? He does. He's going to clear him.
Yeah, he clears them after a great restart. We got shuffling back here. We got Caden Tufts trying to make up positions. It's always also close around this place. Bottom line, preferred line, but if you really want to, you can hold it on that outside. We got the 20. After you leave, that's the 26. Trying to see if there's some contact to go up the track. I think 26 might have hit the wall there. 26 sideways off of 2.
And now Caden Tufts, collects 2 positions. And we're just beating and banging back here. Adam Peeler gets into the 99, 26 back to the outside after he did make contact with that wall and Chris Gutierrez. That opened the door for Caden Tufts to just drive on by.
And Caden Tufts is already in 3rd. So we got Nathaniel Cherry, Brian Hummel, and Caden Tufts. Caden Tufts in 1, 2, 3. And that's, we have a caution.
Another caution is out.
Let's see what calls the caution. As we saw that the leaders are fighting. You have the 73. Oh no, it's our own Keenan Jones is around. I think is that the exit? That the entrance of 3? Yeah, that's the entrance to 3. I think.
Trying to pull it back up here. Let's see. There was a lot. Looks like there was a lot of extra things that happened at the end. We're gonna go back and take a look here. So look at Kynan Jones right here. Oh, the 26. Oh, a lot of cars involved in this one.
Whoa, that's a huge one. Somebody just hit the pit entrance wall. That was.
Yeah, so yeah. we gotta go back and
rewind that. Okay, so we got the 9 of Kenton, and we're going down the backstretch. It looks like something happened to 26. So I think we should look at the 26 at the beginning to see what happened.
Yeah, let's go back here. Oh, it looks like Peeler.
All right, so we got 26 coming off of 2. That 13 gets loose, goes up the track, hits the wall, and starts to spin around. And the 26 just is collected, and then just on the backstretch, everyone's just a pile in. We got the 9, we got the 73.
Oh no, the 9.
And that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
Man, that's gonna be a lot of damage, and the fact that he's stuck on the wheels means he's gonna have to tow to the pits. Oh man. Let's ride on board with we're gonna ride on board with Kynan Jones here.
All right, so you see it just he really couldn't avoid it. He had everything just happened straight in front of him. Feel bad for Kynan. He's been in two of the 3 incidents today, so I hope he has faster fist and stuff. And I think we're about to go green soon, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, going through my notes here, trying to find. Okay, so yeah, we should be going back green flag here in the next time by. Nathaniel Cherry, your current leader. Hoyler in 2nd, Caden Tufts up to 3rd, Gutierrez in 4th, Biaggi in 5th, and that number 11, Timothy Conrad up to 6th, started in the back, up 7 spots since the drop of the green flag. I believe Alex Keaton is going to be in pits for quite a while, going to go quite a few laps down. That may essentially end his night. And Kynan Jones just posted in chat he does not have any more fast repairs. So he's got to take it easy the rest of the night and hope that he doesn't get involved in anybody else's stuff. But green flag is in the air.
If
Cherry
I
gets
go,
a
an
big
amazing
start.
restart by Cherry. So Cherry got a good restart. Looks like there's a lot of bumping and banging off that restart. We got people going everywhere. And ooh, is that Caden Tufts? I think
Yeah,
that's
it
Caden
is.
Tufts trying to go for a position here. They're still bumping and banging. Caden Tufts might try to go around the outside. And ooh, they're
Ooh.
bumping. They're bumping. Caden Tufts goes up the track. Here comes Hoyer. Is Hoyer going to be able to hold it down the inside? No, he isn't. Cherry up one position, but he is definitely fighting for that top spot.
Yeah, and he's got he's got Caden Tufts all over him. Oh man, he's all over the back bumper. Caden Tufts goes to the outside. He's going to try to clear him. Does not clear him. Oh, they're beating and banging off the corner. Cherry's trying to hold him, but Caden Tufts is going to lead that lap, heading down into turn one, side by side still. Caden Tufts is going to feel like he's going to clear him, but then he doesn't. Cherry's still to the inside.
Yeah, Nathaniel is just driving out of his life right now. It looks like Tufts just cleared it. Now we have the 51 might try to make a move down the inside. No, he's not. So that means Tufts, without any practice coming in late, has already gotten his way up to first place. So amazing drive so far from Tufts. Now we got to worry about is that 51 is getting pressured by Gutierrez. So I have an overtake there soon. But right now the top five is Tufts, Cherry Hill, Gutierrez, and Bianchi.
Yeah, and right now, looking at looks like Rashad in the 54 and the 9 of Alex Keaton are uh, multiple laps down at the moment. Just taking a look through the here, looking at the field, and now that 51 is going to the inside of Nathaniel Cherry. Cherry get a little sideways off the corner. That turn off at turn two, like Kynan said. Now to the inside. Hoyle trying to take over that position. Looks like he might clear him here off of two, maybe. Still side by side.
Yeah, they're going side by side. That Nathaniel, I don't know what happened to Nathaniel. He was running really good earlier this race, and now he's been overtaken by the 51 and Caden. So I think Nathaniel needs to try and just limit, try and make sure he holds position and runs some consistent lap times. But we got Caden Tufts and Brian Hoyle up to first and second.
Yeah, now Chris Gutierrez has his eyes set on Cherry right on board here. Oh, yes, right up to that back bumper. Had to let off a lot there.
Yeah, this is a really cool angle of the track. It's just you can see just how close they're racing and just the minuscule it is, because that inside of the track, from what I've seen through practice and stuff, is very deadly. If you touch that, if you touch them,
Oh, there it is.
whoa! As I was saying, the inside of the track, you can't run it. You can't run it. You have to just graze by.
Man, and we did not tell Cherry to do that. We didn't say, hey, we're going to ride on board. We need you to run these over. It's so funny. You know, you talk about stuff like that. Cherry's in the wall.
Is Cherry good? Is he going to be able to continue? Yes, I think it's good. But that's all the way back in 8th place. He's being treasured for 9th by Keenan. So I guess he might have pushed too hard, might go off the track. But now we have him up. We have him up in the wall, and he's being challenged for 8th and for 8th place at the moment.
Ooh, man. Cherry having a rough night so far. Started off great. Started off P2. I thought he was going to be able to take this baby home tonight, but still early in this one, only 26 laps in. But now sitting P8. He's got a big hole to dig himself out of right now.
Indeed, but you know we still have about give or take 70-ish laps left in this race. So you know anything can happen in those 70 laps. Anything can happen in those 70 laps. So let's just hope he can recover. It might be a cool drive to see him recover.
Yeah, and those are the kind of races you want, is to be able to recover like that. Right now we're looking at Jordan Tarble in that number 69, up 6 spots since the drop of the green flag, started 12th. Right now, obviously, our biggest mover is Caden Tufts in that double zero. Started P10, up 9 spots. Currently holding down the lead with Rex right behind him in second place. Then you got to go back about a second and a half to Chris Gutierrez in that number 99. It was closer, but then things with Cherry kind of slowed up the field a little bit. So now these guys got to make up that time. Oh, looked like
Whoa.
that looked like the 4 may have gotten into the wall. Not sure on that one.
Yeah, it looks like he just went up the track. We got the 4 and the 11 racing hard here for P4. We're gonna have 4 go dive down the inside. The 11 trying to hold up,
Caution.
trying to hold off. There, got a caution.
Oh no,
Oh,
Kynan Jones
Jones.
again. And Timothy Conrad. Conrad is smoking, and not in a good way.
I feel bad. I think that's the 3rd incident today for Keenan Jones. Let's see what happens. So we got. I think that's Turbo if I'm not wrong.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
No, all right.
Oh man, let's take that
So that's
back.
Conrad. I watch Keenan. I think it is. So he enters 2, exits 2. He hits the wall, and then
Oof.
Conrad just gets collected. Looks he just went in. He just went in there. Guess thought maybe chased it a bit up the track, hit the wall, and it moved around on him. But all around, not as OVG as Kynan just said in our chat, the car got super tight exiting that turn.
Man, unfortunate, but car got deadly tight. Yeah, I did see that. But we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Be sure to check out Tim Mayo Conrad and the Weekend Woodsman crew on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button to get notifications when a new video drops, and check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy the race.
Back here at 10-4 Broadcasting. Tonight's running of the Virtual Racing Association Week 10 here in Season 2. Tonight's broadcast is, of course, sponsored by Shark Photography, as well as Admin Box and Weekend Woodsman. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And as we expected, Caden Tufts is your current leader. Coming into tonight, I believe you said he had a 36-point lead over second place?
46 point lead over the second place.
46 over Nathaniel Cherry, who has run into some early trouble. Both Canadian boys, I find that pretty funny. The Canadians are at the top of the points battle. The only 2 Canadians in the field. And of course, we have Kynan Jones there from Australia. Unfortunately, Kynan, big mess in that after that last accident. Unfortunately, that might be his race as we are waiting to go back green here. Oh, Caden Tufts gets a big
we got
jump.
a huge start.
Woo! Caden Tufts wasted no time on that one.
I think Hoyle might have spun the tires of it trying to get off that line. As we see him maybe being challenged for second place here by Marshall. We got Marshall down the inside. We got push. We got a push. Whoa! And we have a bunch of people in this wreck.
Big one. 13 involved. The 4, the 99 I saw go airborne.
Hoyle is involved.
Oh man, I think Conrad might have been involved. I'm not sure. The 54, I think, got a little bit of it again. We're going to go back and take another look at this. This is going to be a lot to break down. We're going to have to stop it right here.
So from what I saw, it looks like that somebody dive bombed it in.
Yes.
Okay, watch right here. Let's go.
The 4, I'm looking for the 4. AJ Marshall. Okay. So looks okay. We're gonna do slow mo here.
All right, so he enters 3. It gets pushed by the 11. The 51 is trying to come down the track, and it gets spun out. So it looks like the 11 pushed the 4 into the 51, and then chaos ensues. And Gutierrez goes up on one wheel through that wreck.
Whew.
And did Nathaniel get any of it? Did Nathaniel make it? It looks like he made it, but a lot of cars involved in that wreck.
We're gonna have to. It looks like Nathaniel Cherry, I believe, is being registered as second place right now.
Actually, it
Uh,
looked like 11 was earlier, Bianchi.
uh, yeah, I think right now he is being registered as second, as I believe the 11 went down pit road. We're gonna ride on board with Nathaniel Cherry.
I'll let you take it away.
You see here, all the chaos ensues right in front of him. He slows up, gets to the inside, misses those guys, splits these two.
Oh my
Woo!
gosh!
Man.
That makes the blood pressure go high, I'll tell you that.
Oh, but yeah. If you were a little bit sleepy, you're not sleepy no more. But right
But
now,
that,
heading back.
so yeah, that's right. That's right. After Cherry being running second earlier, is now back up to P2 after that wreck. So our top
Unbelievable.
5 after this is Tufts, Cherry, Talbot, McLean, and Gutierrez. Which remind Gutierrez went up on one wheel after that, and there are only 7 cars on the lead lap right now.
Oh, man, you're right. Coles is going to let down. Brad is in bad shape in that number 11. Adam Peeler in the 13. Alex Keaton still, well, I think actually he was able to come back out. Yeah, he was able to come back out. Remember, he had that incident earlier, being thrown onto that wall in the back of pit road. Uh, Rex, who was your pole sitter on pit road, still getting damage fixed, 26. And then, of course, Kynan Jones in that earlier caution. But yeah, only 7 drivers on the lead lap right now.
This is the beauty of sim racing. You can literally get punted into the to the pit entrance, and you can still kick in with the race. That's the beauty of sim racing. As I think we're about to come to the restart. We got Tufts, and we got 1 and 2 in the drivers' championship coming up to the line. I'll let Tim take it away.
Caden Tufts, of course, again gets a big start here, but now Nathaniel Cherry able to hold on to second place, gets in front of Jordan Tarble, and now we are back green flag racing here. As it looks like Cody McLean is way to the outside in that number 5, bringing it back down, battling with that number 4 for 5th place. Oh man, they're battling hard side by
They're
side.
battling hard. About to say there. I don't know if that 5 went intentionally off the track because he was on the outside, or maybe he chased it up the track. But let's see how good. Let's see now that Cherry's back in P2. Let's see how he can perform. Maybe he can catch up to Tufts.
It's gonna be, no pun intended, but it's gonna be tough.
Come on, man, you gotta.
it just flowed so naturally. I had to. Right now, and a big jump for Jordan Tarble. Big jump for him now, up 9 spots since the drop of the green flag. He's actually tied with Caden Tufts for the biggest mover of the race in that number 69. And then, of course, you have Gutierrez behind him, who was involved in that previous accident. I imagine he used his fast repair after that one. And then you got E.J. Marshall in that number 4, and then Cody McLean in that number 5. Timothy Conrad up 7 spots in that number 35. He's been involved in 1 or 2 of the accidents. I believe just 1, so he's probably already used his fast repair because I believe I saw him smoking. Oh, caution!
Caution!
Whoa.
Who is it?
Was that Caden Tufts?
That's Caden Tufts! What the heck?
We leave the leaders for a few seconds and chaos ensues. All right, we got to go back and take a look at this.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so let's see. So there's no one around him. He's exiting 2. Let's see what happens. Exiting 2. He hit the wall. Oh, he hit the wall. He hit the wall. He's up on half a wheel. Let's see if Cherry gets through it. Does Cherry get through it? Yes, he does.
Wow. Oh, and he gets hit by Tarble.
Hit by 69.
Oof. And that was a pretty big hit for Tarble in that 69, because you got to think about when you are coming at that kind of speed and just hit that open wheel. Let's take a look here. This is from third place's perspective. Tufts gets in the wall, tries to miss him. Oh, he just flings out a little bit. So now Tarble, it's going to be interesting to see how much damage he got. Actually, it looks like he got quite a bit. Look at the way he's turning that wheel.
Yeah, it looks like he might have got
a lot
or something.
Oh, just to go straight, look at that wheel turn. That's a lot of damage.
That's not good. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, you can't get that thing turned.
So now what? Now that the leader has wrecked and he's in the pits, which means that he looks like he'll stay on the lead lap, but that means he's going to be 8th. with half of this race left. We
And
got
now,
Cherry and Gutierrez up in first and second.
think
That's
about
going to be
this too.
interesting.
He's now had to use that fast repair that he had. So if he gets into any more trouble, that could be it for Caden Tufts. But right now we're looking at Nathaniel Cherry in first, Gutierrez in second, Marshall third, McLean up in fourth, and Timothy Conrad rounds out your top five. Let's go ahead and bring in Caden Tufts real quick and see if we can't talk to him. Hey Caden, it's Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hey man, what happened there?
I'm coming in with no practice, so I mean, I'm not really used to this car yet. I'm
You're a
trying to figure.
professional.
And
Yeah, you're a professional. Come on, you have to be able to know this stuff.
I think I pushed it to the limit, and it just ended up clipping the wall. I did it last season at Stafford too when I came in with no practice. So hopefully that learned from our mistake, and we don't do it anymore, and we can make it all the way back up to the front.
Well, good luck. It seems now officially, I think, with your incident, no one in the field has not had a problem tonight. Everyone has been involved in something. So glad to see that you wanted to join the party on that one.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I had to make a mistake. I mean, I never go a full season without making a mistake. So I guess that's the one. Hopefully there's no more in the rest of the season, and we can just continue pushing.
Awesome. Well, good luck the rest of the night, and so far it's been a great show.
Thank you guys, appreciate it, and thank you guys for putting this on.
Thanks, Caden. I'm not sure what room he was in. I think I put him in the right spot. I don't know.
You put him in wrong, but it's still fine.
But now it looks like Will has joined us in the chat room, or not chat room, the broadcast
The booth.
booth.
You
Yeah.
got a green flag, by the way. So looks like you got a green flag. We got good start by Cherry. We got Marshall challenging Gutierrez for that second position. Is he gonna be able to clear him off the two? Maybe. Yes, he does. He clears him with the two. That means you have Marshall up, and he might be making a challenge for the lead here as he is having some great drive off those corners.
Man, and EJ Marshall here showing up halfway through this one saying, okay, Caden Tufts wrecked. It's time for me to make my appearance known. And you could see when EJ was coming off that corner, Kynan talked earlier about coming off a P2. We've seen a couple of incidents coming off a P2. Kynan just had that issue. Coming off of the corner here, look at those hands, the work that he's got to use. You see the pink gloves. He's got to use a lot of motion coming out of that turn to keep that thing straight and off of that wall. And he's really battling here for that first position, trying to get around Nathaniel Cherry.
It looks like he might try and use the bumper here, but given I don't know if anyone really has their faster pairs left. So let's see, he drives down into 3, into 4, exit of 4. Get a good drive off. Maybe he can dive down the inside. No, he's not going to dive down the inside, but some close racing for P1 in this right here.
And Cherry's got to be careful.
Out of the curb, maybe you can make something happen here.
Ooh, you just talked about that. And the last time we went on board with somebody, he touched those. I guess you want to call them rumble strips.
Actually,
yeah.
Did that, if you don't remember.
Oh, to the inside.
He's going down the inside. We got Marshall going down the inside for the lead. Let's see. This Cherry goes up check. Maybe he's trying to get a drive off. Is he going to be able to clear him? They're side by side going down the back stretch. Did Cherry clear him? I think Cherry cleared him or no. He's trying to hold it down the inside. They're really jockeying for position here.
And now Caden Tufts going to the outside of Gutierrez. It's just a big battle going on here. And Will, thanks for joining us. Sorry, a restart happened. Everything got exciting. Want to check in with you and say welcome aboard.
Yes, sir. I'm a bit late to this action, but it seems like it's been an action-packed race all race long, about 50 laps in, or 60 laps in, excuse me there. Seeing a battle for the lead taking place right now. You just saw EJ Marshall scrape the wall just a little bit on the exit of the corner there. Caden Tufts is now creeping up back through the grid. When I came on, he was down in the 9th position. He is now creeping back up, trying to keep his winning streak alive, but Shift Esports wants to get another victory for their stable, as well as we're almost testing 3 wide here at Myrtle Beach. Nathaniel Cherry trying to hold off EJ Marshall right there in that Esports Racing Association machine, as EJ Marshall and Caden Tufts are side by side now to the line.
Yeah, this looks like he might have scraped the wall a bit, but he has to.
Oh,
and there's Cherry!
No!
Oh, and Caden Tufts is now in the lead with Marshall and P2.
Wow.
I wow, and this was Will. This is what the whole night has been. It's been hard, but I want to say out of all the races that we have done this year, this has been one of the biggest battle. There's been battles from the front to the back at this track so far, and I wasn't sure what fully to expect here from Myrtle Beach, but it has given us quite the show. We're gonna go back and take a look at that.
Yeah, now he has to use his pit. I think, because, all right, let's see. Actually, it probably starts to exit of 4, so, yeah, it looks like he just dived down the inside where there was not room.
Oh
If
man.
you could take and it looks like Cherry, Tufts got some net code, thankfully.
What I want to point out, though, here in this replay, you see Caden Tufts is on the high side, creeping up into that corner before the incident happened. He sees the incident happen in front of him between EJ Marshall and Nathaniel Cherry, and wisely, just smoothly, as a smooth criminal, shout out to Michael Jackson, slides right on down to the inside lane, avoids all that mess, and you watch it right here. He'll slide right to the inside. He sees this happening, says, "Okay, thank you very much. I'll take a 2-for-1," and he takes the lead right back.
I would be interested to know if he did. Let me go to Caden Tufts real quick. You know what? You're right. It looks like he did get netcode on that. So he may have not gotten any damage. Internally, we don't have a clue because iRacing likes to, randomly give you damage.
iRacing is iRacing.
Yeah, no explanation there. So looks like they're tagging EJ Marshall as the leader.
No way. We have EJ Marshall, who, and let me get this right. EJ Marshall is, I have to look through the points. He is currently P8. He is currently P18 in points, and he is now leading the race ahead of Caden Tufts, which around 35 to go. So this is going to be a very interesting race. You got Gutierrez and P3, and Cherry is still on the lead lap, so he's P6 after going in for some repairs, I guess. So this is going to be some very interesting last 35 laps here.
And I just want to point out also, guys, this is why you don't give up. Look who's on the lead lap. That number 9 car of Alex Keaton was full on, up in the air, stuck on pit road. Had to tow his car in, which takes a very long time here in iRacing. They have the slowest tow truck drivers ever. Doesn't matter. You could be next to your pit stall, and they'd take 5 minutes. But here he is back on the lead lap, sitting P7. Just been coasting through this one, trying to stay out of trouble the rest of the night. And here he could wind up with a top 5 by the end of the night here.
Yeah, it definitely shows that just don't ever give up. And I think we're about to come to the restart. So, hey, Will, do you want to try a restart?
Let's do it as EJ Marshall and Caden Tufts are side by side here. They're going to cruise around that restart zone. There goes EJ Marshall with that big jump. He's going to lead us down into corner number 1 as we cross that line. EJ Marshall with a great restart there. Something that we see from Caden Tufts week in and week out here right now. EJ Marshall's going to still hold on to that lead. Caden Tufts, shout out to Shark Photography. He is a shark in the water right now, trying to chase down EJ Marshall in that 4. They are separating from Gutierrez in that 3rd position here on lap 68.
Yeah, they're definitely jockeying for position. But that Marshall is probably driving. Oh, he's around!
Oh.
Now, caution is he ate back bumper of EJ Marshall like a great white off the coast of Australia. He wanted that position. We'll have to look at that 10-4 broadcasting replay to see what exactly happened there, because that was it's been crazy. I've only been on here for about 10-15 minutes, but you see right here heading into the corner, EJ Marshall's going to go to the inside right there. EJ, I think, gets just a little bit of a wiggle right here coming off the corner. Down the stretch right there, Caden Tufts has the run on him there, that 00 machine. EJ Marshall scraping the wall like Ross Chastain a little bit. And Caden Tufts comes and just, he was just running that line, and EJ is stuck on that topside wall trying to pull off a Martinsville move there, and just runs out of room there on the top side.
Yeah, it looks, and Caden had no way to avoid it. So now, because now I don't think anybody has any faster pairs left. So that means that he might have damage, and Esteban Gutierrez and Cherry is back in P3.
Yeah, so look at this. EJ pretty much just towed his car to the garage. Uh, he's now 2 laps down, sitting on pit road. Alex getting more damage repaired or just getting fresh tires, not sure there, but less than 30 laps to go. And Keaton is now going to be sitting P7. Man, it's going to be, this is unbelievable right now. Caden Tuss back in the lead, but he's not in the lead without any damage. It's going to
Correct,
be
and I don't think
interesting
that 90.
to see what happens because the moment you start pressing on that gas, cars just feel different sometimes when he's only been under caution. So when he presses that gas, he could head off into turn one and the thing won't even turn.
Yeah, he doesn't know that because being on the pace laps and being unreal and being during racing laps are two different things. But something that might be interesting to know: none of the top five other than Tufts has a win this season. So this might be some very interesting last laps here.
I'm all for it. This is gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be a good finish.
Yeah, excellent finish indeed with 70 or just we're on lap 72 here, so we're counting it down, about 28 laps to go right now, guys. And Caden Tubbs at the top of the grid here in the Virtual Racing Association with a win here tonight. I know the points lead is pretty well established at this point, but the win here tonight, you can all about celebrate that championship here. But as you mentioned there, Carter, with those names behind them, they're itching for a victory this season. They've seen Caden win enough races this year. They want to snatch one away, and what better way to do it here than at Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, you're right, and I'll do this restart because this is going to certainly be an interesting restart. All right, so we got a good jump from Tufts. We got Cherry battling for three. Is he going to clear him? Yes, he will. Cherry clears Gutierrez for P2. For P2, so now we got Nathaniel Cherry after being wrecked 2 times. Is back in P2, and he is making some great time on Cherry because we don't know how much damage Tufts has in that modified right now.
No, and you see Nathaniel Cherry there, and then at 33, he is motivated. He is ready to go for Shift Esports. Kean Riley has a few wins here at the Virtual Racing Association. He wants to keep that winning tradition alive for Shift Esports. He wants to get a win here in the Virtual Racing Association. Currently second in the points table here with 25 laps to go. He is second in the race. He is trying to hold his line here to stick with Caden Tufts. We'll see how these last 25 laps play out because we have a battle on our hands here to close things out here at Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it looks like it's just gonna see who has the battle of attrition, who can run the better line. It's gonna be. So it looks like with the way that Tufts is running, there's not much damage to that car, and they're getting real close to those bumps. And as we saw from the Nathaniel Cherry area, you get on those bumps, your car can just go around.
And you see right there, Caden Tufts, even with that slightest mistake that he made, Nathaniel Cherry tried to follow there and made a mistake of his own. And each lap that goes by here, it seems as though Nathaniel's getting a little bit of a speed. He sees Caden come a little bit closer there. And then once they get to those straights, Caden just takes off. And it looks like right there now, Caden's starting to separate just a little bit more as we head down into 3 and 4. You see right there, it gets very, very close. You start to get excited, you start to get anxious that you can overtake. And then once Caden hits these straights, he just tends to just move. He tends to separate. Turns into a mirage for Nathan Cherry. With 21 laps to go, he needs to really figure out a way to reel Caden Tufts in here to have an opportunity for this win.
Yeah, I mean, he's been running. He's been back. He's been up. He's been down. You gotta feel for Nathaniel Cherry because even if he finishes P2, it will still be an amazing drive from him. But Caden just has that car dialed in, even after maybe the little bit of damage he had earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Nathaniel Cherry's trying in that 33 machine. With 19 laps to go, we're watching that battle for the lead right up at the top of the grid right there. But shout out to Sierra's there in that 99 machine. A great run out of him here tonight. We got Alex Kenton, who Tim mentions up in the 5th position now. As you guys just mentioned, he had a tough go of things to start this race off. Now inside the top 5. So quite a run for him so far here tonight in the Shark Photography 100. If you haven't checked out Shark Photography, we invite you to go do so. They have some excellent racing photos. They'll provide a racing photo for tonight's race as well. It doesn't get any sharper. Might even be a little bit more sharper than a great white teeth. Those photos are of these iRacing races that Shark Photography does here. But in the virtual racing association, you see Gutierrez in that 99 now has a run on Nathaniel Cherry there in that 33. Now he has caught him, and this is what Caden Tufts wants to see, Carter. He wants to see this battle taking place for a second, because with that, Caden can all but worry about himself here with 16 laps to go.
But you saw what happened earlier. Caden Tufts was nowhere, and he kind of went into the wall as he was in here earlier talking about that. So, and we have that 51 of Hoyle trying to go around the outside for P4 here. P4 here on Gutierrez, but yeah, so we just have to hope he just has to focus on not making a mistake, because we saw what happened earlier if you make the slightest mistake at this track.
Yeah, with the modifieds, you cannot make any kind of mistake. You make the slightest mistake, you get loose, you hit the wall, you brush the wall just a little bit. Not only do you lose speed, but sometimes you're going to wall ride, you're going to do a little bit of acrobatics. But with that, the guy behind you has been running the consistent line, lap in and lap out. That little bit of a window can give that position away in a flash. But you see Hoyle right now trying to battle that 99 for a podium finish right here with 13 laps to go. And looking at that separation at the top of the grid, Caden Tufts is really counting down the laps here with 13 laps to go. Looking at another victory this season. We spoke to him a few times this season. Yeah, he's been an excellent in-race reporter for us throughout. He talked about how the competition level this year has definitely risen, with the addition of Shift Esports. You have a couple other drivers out of the Esports Racing Association that have given great runs as well. But again, this season, it's been Caden Tufts in these modifieds that have really laid it down week in and week out. He's dominated races. He's won races by small margins. He's come back from a lap down. And you see right now, we have a battle on our hands right here, guys, for a podium finish.
Yeah, definitely. But I have to feel... So, as you were talking about, Tufts is about 2 seconds ahead of Cherry. So as he probably sees in his mirror, might not even because of how small this track is. He might see in his, he might just hear about the battles going on with Cherry. Cherry goes on the apron a little bit, which obviously, like I said, you make one mistake in these modifiers and they just want to go around on you. But yeah, we have a battle for a podium finish. We have Gutierrez, Hoyle, and Cherry. We have 3 drivers and 2 spots. So let's see who's going to take these top 2-3 spots at the end of this race.
Yeah, Nathaniel Cherry must be listening to the cha-cha slide inside that modified, because he is slide to the right, slide into the left on the track right now as Chris Gutierrez is trying to get around him right there. You see right there, he slides a little bit to the right. That 33 is just trying to fight for survival right now. He is slip sliding around this track, and Gutierrez is just trying to find that window to get around that 33 and Nathaniel Cherry. And for Nathaniel Cherry, you guys mentioned it, he's been running really strong here tonight. He had that incident just a few laps ago. He wants to hold on to this podium finish. I feel like if that 99 finds a window to get around that 33, so will Hoyle, so that Nathaniel Cherry can go from podium to 4th place in an instant if he doesn't watch out.
Yeah, we got 6 laps. We have 6 laps to go here. It looks like the Gutierrez is taking more of a straight line down into the corner, while Cherry is right on the back bumper of Cherry. He's gonna try and make a move down to this corner. No, but he is definitely minding his business. He's definitely minding his business and just making sure he can make the right move.
Yeah, and you see right there, Nathaniel Cherry in that 33 is really trying to hug that inside lane. Gives no opportunity for Gutierrez to get around on that 99. There goes Gutierrez, though, to the inside. He looks like he might make a move. He doesn't, though, as Hoyle is now looking at him making a move on that 99 machine. We're going to watch from...
He has a run off the corner. Is he going to try and go through a run here?
Yeah, that 99 just clips him just a little bit. Gets the 33 a little loose there, Carter. We have a battle going on.
Yeah, it looks like Gutierrez really wants to get past get past Cherry here. And if anything happens, and they're trying to go down the inside again, and no, I think more contact, but this is all great news for Hoyle, because if there's enough contact, he could probably try and make a run down the inside of one of these people.
Yeah, as we come down into 3 and 4 here to the strike with 2 laps to go. Right now, we have a battle for the podium. This race is all about wrapped up as Caden Tufts is going to notch another victory underneath his belt. But this is a big race we have right here for a podium finish. We have second, third, and fourth very, very close to one another. And as Carter just mentioned, the slightest mistake out of Gutierrez onto that 33 of Nathaniel Cherry. This is the last lap, ladies and gentlemen, right here. As Hoyt's going to try to go to the inside. Not going to have it enough. Is that 99 is going to try to push around the 33 down into the last corner.
As this go, they're so close. He's gonna bump him. He bumped him. He bumped him another time. Is he gonna make it? No, he pushes him. And Caden Tufts was the 5th winner of the season. We have your top 5 is Tufts, Cherry, Gutierrez, Hoyle, and Kenton.
And what a
Boy,
race victory!
Look at Kenton, man. What I tell y'all, 5th place.
5th to top 5.
Earlier when you were here, Will, I believe he was about 4 laps down, 4 or 5 laps down, because he hit that inside wall. There was a big wreck on the backstretch, and he ended up hitting the end of pit road wall and being stuck up in the air. So, huge shout out to him for that, and again, a huge shout out to Tufts. We didn't even think he was going to be here tonight. He shows up with about 10 seconds left, and again took the green flag in starting in P10.
Yeah, and you see Caden Tufts is the winner here of the Shark Photography 100. There's going to be some excellent Shark Photography shots of him here tonight winning this race. And for a guy that's as skillful as he is, he doesn't really need any practice. As Allen Iverson once said, we talking about practice. He doesn't need any in that 00 as he picks up his 5th win of the season. Shout out to Shift Esports, though, putting a car inside the top 3. They continue that great run they've had this season that Shift Esports has in these modifieds. But once again, as Caden Tufts knows exactly where that victory lane is here at Myrtle Beach. 5th win of the season. And guys, I'm not a mathematician. I'm just the broadcaster. I think he's all but wrapped up the championship here in the Virtual Racing Association. And that would make 2 championships in a row for that 00 machine.
Man, I'm telling you.
He's just been driving amazing this entire season.
Yeah, I don't remember. How many wins did he get last year, Will? Do you remember?
I think it was in the range of about 7.
I think you're right, yeah. But we're going to get ready over here with interviews for post-race. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break. I want to say thanks to our sponsors. As always, thank you to Shark Photography. Also, thank you to Admin Box and Weekend Woodsman. We'll be right back after this.
Be sure to check out Tim Mayo Conrad and the Weekend Woodsman crew on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button to get notifications when a new video drops, and check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy the race.
And we are back here at the Virtual Racing Association post-race show brought to you by Shark Photography. And want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. But we've got post-race interviews to be had. And our first interview of the night is going to be Chris Gutierrez. Chris, you were my pick to win tonight. Oh, so close. But also some wild rides for you. You were airborne at one point of the race.
Yeah.
Kind of take me through your night.
Yeah, as much as I'm not always a fan of fast repairs, but I'm glad I try to pride myself on not needing them, but I needed it tonight. The first wreck that I got in, I don't know what happened. I was busy racing Adam, and I looked up and they were wrecking, and I didn't have time to get on the brake, so I just tried to shoot a gap and it closed. So that was unfortunate, and I got to apologize to Dow. So try to line. I hadn't really practiced. Overdrove the corner and I kind of rubbed him, didn't wreck him, but rubbed him, and I kind of put him back in the mess, and then he got caught up in a big wreck. So sorry about that, honest mistake. But man, second half of that race was a workout.
Oh, I bet. Forget the second half. Staying off of that turn two wall had to be a workout.
Yeah, I didn't hit the wall for once. I'm so proud of myself because I've been known for that this season, stuffing it in the wall. So a bunch of other guys did, but I didn't. At least I can pat myself on the back for that. But no, that was fun, man. Heck, I felt better. Like I took 4 tires after about 30 laps, and I had got some tire wear, but I felt better on old tires than I did on the new tires. It was really weird.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a
There's a couple times I feel better. Places like Rockingham, I feel better on older tires than I do new tires. I don't know why that is, but um, it's funny you say that here. It looked like it was a lot of fun. It looked like turn one was pretty dangerous with the, I guess you would call them rumble strip on the inside lane.
Yeah, who put that there? Yeah, I hit that thing a couple times, and I was literally talking to myself, say, stop hitting that thing. And it nearly cost me the podium once. I got into it one lap, and I got sideways, and Rex got a run, and I had to do everything I could to hold him off. And goodness to him, he raced us clean. He was definitely coming, and Nathan was giving me all I could handle, just trying to get around him, but he was definitely defending well. So that was fun. That's we bumped a little bit, and honestly, on my part, the bumps I had were unintentional. We're just racing hard, but nobody got wrecked. That was really fun. That's what I think the racing should be, not just spinning people out. So
Yep.
I mean, that was fun. So a lot of respect gained for Nathan and Rex. That was really a lot of fun.
Hey, next time, maybe pull a Chastain and just hug the wall and go for it.
I mean, people have known me on iRacing. If I thought that would work, I'd consider it, but I don't think it'll work in these cars.
Yeah, no, these cars, you're gonna go.
I've already kind of tested it. It seems like every time you hit the wall, it goes up on its side. So if nothing else, it'd be cool on the highlight reel to see you going around on the wall with the roof number showing. But nah, man. Having a blast. Really, really starting to understand these cars and how you race them and how you kind of run the short tracks. Like fast laps are one thing, but really learning about backing up the corners, rolling into the throttle. But a lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff I'm learning here, I can apply to what I do with official and my NASCAR stuff that I do. So really glad I signed up for this season because I'm having a blast.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on your podium finish. P3 here tonight at Myrtle Beach in the Shark Photography 100. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, we'll give a shout out to Kynan for sponsoring the race and to Adam for bringing me on board. You can check him out at Nurse Aviator Gaming on Twitch. And my buddy Alex Kenton, you can check him out at Mr. Bushy on Twitch. And everybody that puts on VRA, fun. I think we got 2 more to go. Goals of top 3 in points, and I think we're going to have a shot at it.
Awesome. Well, good luck the next 2 races. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you in one of those last 2, and maybe you can pull out a W on one of them.
I'm sure going to try. Caden's the rocket man, though. He's unbelievable what he's able to do. But I'm going to school watching him, so maybe I'm picking some stuff.
Hey, that's great. I feel like every week you're improving more and more. I look at you as one of the drivers that really has a chance week in and week out. And before Caden Tuff showed up tonight, you were my pick to win tonight's race because I really felt like that was going to happen.
I was feeling pretty good, and then I saw Caden show up, and I'm like, heck. But no, in all seriousness, it's annoying getting beat by the same guy every week. I'm not gonna lie, but he deserves everything he does. I mean, he's a heck of a driver. I mean, you just can't deny it. You watch him in there, and it's just like, how is he so fast? And he has tires left, so he's a talent, and it's fun racing with him.
Does it when you have somebody like that? Because I always wonder when you have somebody so dominant like that. Does it help you? Does it make you better?
I think so, in some respects. I've been able to talk to him a little bit and kind of pick his brain about how the cars work, so I definitely listen when he speaks. And you can also watch what he's doing. You can watch him on track, watch his line, things like that. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's you're outclassed, but you can also learn from it. So ultimately, as a racer, you've got to always be learning. Yeah, he's a good one to learn from.
Awesome. Well, good luck the rest of the season. We'll hopefully be talking to you over the next 2 weeks, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Thank you guys for the broadcast. Have a good night.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye.
That was Chris Gutierrez. That number 99 coming home P3 tonight. And man, what a great just you could tell by his voice how much fun he was having tonight. And up in the booth, I honestly just loved broadcasting this race. This was a lot of fun. It's officially going to be one of those races. If they come back here in season 3, it's going to be one of those that I circle as it's going to be one of those that we're going to want to watch.
You have to have me here, otherwise it'll be bad luck.
Deal. But we're going to go ahead and bring up Nathaniel Cherry, and I believe Carter, you've caught up with
Yes,
Nathaniel.
All right, hello, Nathaniel Cherry, P2 after. Woof, what a weird day. So take me through everything that happened today, if you can.
Okay, yeah, so got a good start both times on the initial restarts because there was some confusion. We didn't understand that you were allowed to go before the green because Vic forgot to tell us on the second restart there. So I just took advantage of that and got the lead. But yeah, Caden's just way too fast, man. This kid's crazy.
He got the
I,
nitro.
I heard that Chris has compared them to Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series, and that is fairly accurate. And then yeah, I was getting frustrated falling down the field and ran myself into the wall. But luckily, I was able to get myself back up for the field due to other wrecks that happened. And who knows what would have happened if Edwards didn't lose talent and run into me there, because otherwise I think I might have had a chance to hold Caden off, because the big thing at a track like this with the mods is really just track position. But unfortunately, I lost that track position due to no fault of my own. But once again, happy to take on P2. Happy for Shift Esports to get another podium this season. Hopefully, I can just hang on to P2 in the points, because I think it's pretty much all but wrapped up for Caden.
So
yeah,
back to what you were saying about whoever you said, number 4. So you were leading for a good 5 laps there. Can you take me what happened? Did he just dive bomb you, or did he get loose, or what?
I don't know, man. I was looking in my mirror, seeing him and Caden mixing it up, and I was just trying to run my line, and keep them two together to keep battling. But yeah, he kept sending it in, and I guess one time he sent it in a bit too much and ran into me. I mean, dude's ran like 3 races all season, and all 3 of them he's wrecked somebody. He wrecked me at New Hampshire. He wrecked Chris at Richmond. He wrecked me here. So I mean, I'm sure he won't be here next season. It is what it is. But unfortunately, it took me out of a chance to win tonight. I have 2 more races, I think, to try and get a W before the end of the season. But other than that, happy for P2. P2 in the points is in a pretty good position now. That's really the only goal now.
Okay, so last question: what was it like having to come up through the field, because you got involved in at least 2-3 wrecks there?
I only got involved in the one wreck where I got dumped, honestly.
Really? I thought you got involved in an earlier wreck, because you were P10 a few times, if I'm not wrong.
No, I got
Well,
involved
everything about Caden, that's my fault, but still. Is it hard to do passing? Is it easier to pass here? What is it like?
In general, these cars are pretty hard to pass on a track like this, but I got really lucky with that massive pileup, and I just barely snuck through, pretty much unscathed, and that got me right back up to the front. And then by the time that I got dumped by the 4 there, there was only like 5 cars left in the race, so it wasn't really much of a challenge to get up to the field because I was already up for the field.
All right, so before I let you go, is there anyone you want to thank for getting you here?
Shift Esports, SR Design, Sufferalls, and Matthew Baig, thanks for putting me on this team, giving me this opportunity, and thanks to Tim and Jordan and everybody for running this league. It's a fun time.
All right, thank you. That was Nathaniel. All right, thank you. That was Nathaniel Cherry, finishing P2. And I'm pretty sure Will has Caden, if I'm not wrong.
Just before we go to Caden, I want to say I think what we saw a couple times. Remember at the beginning with Nathaniel, he got into the wall a couple of times, but no caution was brought out. So I think that's where you probably thought he was getting into a few incidents. But remember, he got into the wall and it dropped all the way back to, I want to say it was like P9 or something.
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. That's probably what I was thinking of.
Yeah, and so he overcame a lot tonight. I mean, like he said, there was a couple of crashes like that big one that happened in front of him, and we rode on board, and he kind of sliced and diced and made it through. Great job to him coming home P2. He actually qualified second, finished second. Gutierrez qualified third, finished third. So, and Caden Tufts, I believe, is our biggest mover of the race. with Timothy Conrad, the second biggest mover of the race. So I believe Will is caught up with Caden.
Yeah, I think it's time to speak to everybody's second Canadian, a five-time winner now here in the Virtual Racing Association. He's all about wrapped up the season championship here once again in the VRA League. My man, we get to know you week in and week out. Caden Tufts in that 00. You win here at Myrtle Beach, your fifth win of the season. I came on late to the broadcast. I heard you fought through adversity this race, though. It wasn't easy, but you pick up your fifth win of the season. How'd you do it?
It all started off where I was at hockey, and I was kind of hoping it would not end at 9:15, but I guess it ended at 9:15. So I had basically 20 minutes to get home, and it's a 30-minute drive from here. So I texted my buddy Ten. He's a good friend of mine. I probably thanked him on the broadcast here before. I used to be on his team, and I messaged him. I was like, "Can you register for me this race before I get home?" And I loaded in as you guys were gridding. So I mean, I was coming in here with absolutely no practice, and honestly, to me, this car I felt absolutely disgusting. I never felt like I wasn't so uncomfortable. So it was just no, keeping in mind everyone's on the same stuff, and I'm not sure how everyone else thought about it, but I mean, I was talking with Nathaniel, and he said it was a little bit weird, and but I mean, I was able to take control of it, and I mean, I got in the wall there once and sent me the back, but we were able to come back up front.
Yeah, let's talk about how you were. Well, you were able to climb through the grid. You just spoke about how uncomfortable the car was. That last little bit, I believe it was Nathaniel Cherry and Chris Gutierrez. They got entangled with one another. You slid. You were on the high side, then you slid to the low side. Take us through how anxious and how high octane of a move that was to be able to basically avoid what was happening in front of you, slide through without any damage, and overtake with the lead. And after that, you really didn't look back.
Honestly, I seen it coming. I mean, there was a lot of hard racing there, so I was just sticking to the top and hoping something would, maybe a little ball or something from someone. I could dive it down and get a little bit of a run out, and they would slide up and it would give me a car length to get under them. So that's what I was going for tonight, and I guess it worked, and we were able to pull off the win.
Yeah, with only two races left on the season, we're speaking with Caden Tufts, the winner here at Myrtle Beach. And Caden, with two races left, I'd say, like I said on the broadcast, I'm not a mathematician, but you've all but wrapped up the season championship here in the VRA League. What else can you accomplish here in the next two races? I love to be in victory lane, but what can you learn and possibly gain from these last two races of the season heading into next season?
Hopefully we can learn more about the competition here. I mean, we got Nathaniel, we got Chris, we got the what's his name, Rex. He's flying. He was one guy I was worried about tonight. There's plenty of guys that are making lots of process here throughout the series. I mean, Chris is a huge one. Cody, he's coming up through. So there's plenty of guys that I'm going to be watching out for, and I'd say they're going to be right up front by the end of the series here, and then they're going to be right up front at the start of next season. So hopefully there's a lot of competition next season, and we're able to wrap up this championship this season, and hopefully take the one next season. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, no, the competition level has definitely risen this year. You're down two wins from last year, so it's definitely a little bit more competition, I would say, this year. To say the least, you have 5 wins instead of 7s, but there is still a chance if you win those last two races of tying the amount of wins from last year. But Caden, with that victory, you pretty much know the drill here. You've won about 13 times here on 10-4 Broadcasting. It's now your mic. It's now your opportunity to do all those shout outs and thank anybody that might have been watching here tonight.
Yeah, at first I would like to thank all my sponsors, Broadwater Mortgages, Timberley Beverage Room, LBT Pallets, Guysborough Transfer, um, Esports Racing Association. I hopped on with them a bit ago, and I mean, we haven't talked much, but I mean, they're still part of a racing family for me. Premier Racing Setups for all your guys' setup needs, dirt, road, everything you need, oval, Tough 15, and check out 15% off. You guys are putting this on. Like I said, Tanton, he might have saved me a championship or two here. So hopefully we can just keep on getting the trophies and end up with the championship.
Well, Caden, you pick up your fifth win of the season here tonight at Myrtle Beach. Like I said, you've all but wrapped up that season championship as well. But a big congratulations from us here at 10-4 Broadcasting. Go celebrate a little bit here tonight. We cannot wait to see that 00 back on the track next week.
Thank you guys, appreciate it. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. And that was Caden Tufts, our race winner here at Myrtle Beach. His 5th win of the season, guys. And it's all about the Caden Tufts show here in the Virtual Racing Association. As Nathaniel Cherry mentioned there in that interview, it's a little bit frustrating having the same guy win week in and week out. But then again, it causes the other drivers to have to raise their game, raise their skills in order to knock off Caden Tufts. But just couldn't get it done here tonight as Caden, again in that 00, celebrates here in the Modifieds.
I'll tell you what, Will. A lot of times, what's so here's the best part about this. Fact is, you don't have to race against Caden Tufts next season. You can take those talents to another league and show off what you've learned from Caden Tufts, and you may go to another league and dominate like no tomorrow. Unlike real life racing where you're gonna have to see the guy next week no matter what. So that's what's so nice about iRacing is the fact that you can learn something from these guys, and you take it and incorporate it wherever you may race. Official races, league races, charity races, and you can showcase those things. And if Caden Tufts don't show up, you might bring home a W.
That's true. That's true.
Well,
Exactly.
Nathaniel Cherry thought he was gonna win that thing until Caden Tufts showed up 10 seconds before the session went up.
It's funny, we
Absolutely.
both called. I feel like if Will had made it here on time, he would have picked Caden Tufts. You picked Cherry, and I picked Gutierrez. So it's pretty funny that we probably would have picked the top 3 drivers.
Yeah,
Hey, let's go to Vegas. Let's go to Vegas and get those DraftKings bets in. Let's
Hey,
win us $1 million.
Forget that.
Give me a good parlay.
Let's get that Powerball numbers in, baby.
Oh yeah, we gotta get those Powerballs in, and then we can spend that on DraftKings and make more money.
That's it.
All right, guys. Well, again, thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Do a quick. Let me take a look here because I forgot. Next week we're at New Smyrna,
There we
November
go.
8th. Next Tuesday, 8:25 p.m. We're gonna be live. You're not going to want to miss it. 2 more races, New Smyrna, and then we end the season just before Thanksgiving at 5 Flags to crown our championship. Which I think after tonight's win, we can pretty much. I'm pretty sure we can crown our champion, but just to be safe, we'll wait till 5 Flags to do so because anything is possible here at the VRA or the Virtual Racing Association Modified Series. Again, want to thank everybody for joining us. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Make sure you check us out. We got a series coming up. Winter months. Everybody's trying to stay inside except for Will down in Florida. He's still hanging out outside. He can go to the pool.
Oh
The
yeah,
rest of us.
it's still hot down there, isn't it?
Oh,
Always.
it never ends.
Always hot.
That's Florida for you.
But want to thank everybody for watching tonight. From all of us here at 10-4 Broadcasting.